After placing vending machines in over 100 different locations and helping my students do the same, I've discovered that certain types of properties consistently outperform all others. Today, I'm revealing the 3 types of the most profitable vending locations that not only generate massive amounts of cash flow, but also have real enterprise value you can sell later. Most people have no idea that a good vending location can be worth tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars when you decide to exit. If you're thinking about starting a vending machine business, this video could save you months, even years of trial and error. Location number 1, medical outpatient facilities, like this location right here. Why urgent cares and pet hospitals are goldmine are because of one simple concept. Foot traffic. When you think about foot traffic at an urgent care or a pet hospital, a lot of times, if someone's going into an urgent care, you're not just going in for yourself. If you're taking your kids in there, there's a ton of foot traffic, and the wait time at pet hospitals and urgent cares force the foot traffic to just hang out. Not to mention, people love to buy when they're stressed out. Well, when you go to the urgent care or to the pet hospital, are you not stressed or what? Our average revenue per machine in these type of locations tends to be anywhere between $1,200 and $1,800 per month. Now let's dive into some real numbers from my urgent care that does over $1,500 per month. Some of our best items that sell in an urgent care are actually items where these patients don't have to go to Walgreens after they visit the urgent care. Think about all the over-the-counter medicines like Tylenol, Advil, Benadryl, all those things we sell in our urgent cares, and they sell like hotcakes. We also love to do your conventional items like the monsters or the snacks and the sugar cravings like a good Reese's that everyone will buy no matter where it's at. The other secret behind these 24/7 urgent cares and pet hospitals is you can't sleep on the sales you get from the staff. Think about it. All those nurses or late night vet techs love a good energy drink to get through that long shift. The number one way to approach these facility managers is all about the amenities. You really want to position this as the amenity for their patients, for their clients, but also the staff to keep morale high within the employer. So play up amenity, amenity, amenity. Don't even bring up the revenue. The other thing about urgent cares and pet hospitals is the captive audience of wanting a snack with no food nearby. A lot of healthcare professionals, whether that's in the pet space or the human space, are short staffed. And so they always have short breaks and need something that's convenient and quick. These locations typically have minimal revenue share requirements. In fact, because they're so short-staffed, if you do the stocking and you play up that this is truly an amenity for them, they're gonna love you that much more because they don't want to throw more tasks like stocking a machine or going to buy a product onto their already overworked staff. The other great thing about urgent cares or pet hospitals is there's not the seasonality of college students at an apartment going home for the summer. There's very stable income because of the 24/7 access and just the simple ability that all these buildings are open 7 days a week. Now you might think, Mike, but this urgent care is only doing $1,500 a month. Well, guess what? If I want to sell this location or any part of my route, I'll be able to get over 1x revenue just from this location. So $1,500 a month, if that's, let's say, 18 grand a year, that's a massive asset as I build my route one by one. That's what the great agility of vending machine routes gives you. Is we actually had a student who moved from one state to the other, had 4 locations doing $8,000 a month, and just sold his route for 96 grand, a 1x multiple on yearly revenue. Number 2 is residential properties, like these ones right here. Now let's go inside and break everything down. The reason apartments and senior citizen centers crush it is because of the 24/7 access to the market. Think about it. The convenience factor for residents is they don't have to get in a car or worry about parking to go to the store. The second thing is it's also cheaper to get these marked up items here than it is to have DoorDash mark them up even more to get them here. An average revenue per machine in our apartment complexes is over $2,500 a month. This one specifically is going to do $20,000 this month. Some data behind that is we're averaging over $600 a day, ranging from incidental items like condoms or Tide Pods or shampoo to frozen foods like pizza, ice cream, or Uncrustables, all the way to your average drinks that people are gonna get pre-workout, post-workout shakes, and all just staying hydrated. The reason property managers love these amenities is because if anyone comes down to the desk asking for toothpaste, they don't have to stock and maintain it behind the desk. They can literally send them to this market and pass off the work to us. The best products to stock in residential settings always starts with drinks. People love drinks, but better yet, drinks have the most shelf life and the best margins when it comes to profitability. The second best items tend to be frozen items. Frozen items have crazy long shelf lives, and the margins, like these Haagen-Dazs $3 ice cream cups, cost us less than 75 cents. Lastly, any items where people have a late night munchies crowd tend to be with our chips. People love a good bag of chips or a Reese's bar that they can take back to their room while they're watching their Netflix. We even have a student that has only 4 apartment complexes like this one, and he's averaging over $5,000 in revenue per machine. That's over 20 grand just from his little route of student apartment complexes near a college campus. Residents literally live here 24/7, which means more sales while I'm sleeping. Late night purchases are huge revenue generators for us, like these Trolleys gummies up here, or even the Haagen-Dazs ice cream. And better yet, senior citizens are the most homebodied of anyone. They don't want to leave their rooms. They also are limited physically, and most times, if they want to go to the store to get these items, they have to take a shuttle. These locations love viewing these as amenities, not revenue generators. Seasonal patterns at these 24/7 locations are less pronounced than other locations because people are literally here 24/7. Even on the weekends, our other locations at break rooms and offices where people aren't working on the weekends, you see a decline in sales. Here, it actually even picks up on the weekend. And the best part is this can be packed and sold to other vending operators for 24 to 36x monthly profit. And number 3 is multi-shift warehouses. The reason why warehouses are perfect is because the multi-shift foot traffic from employees. Think about it. You have someone that works a shift from 7 a.m. from 7 p.m., someone else that starts a shift at 12 p.m. to 12 a.m., and then someone else that does a night shift from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So we get crushed with sales in our markets because you have the people buying breakfast items at 7 a.m., you have the people buying lunch items during their break, and you also have the nighttime shift people that love an energy drink or a snack just to get through their night shift. The other thing you got to think about is the ideal customer at one of these manufacturing warehouses. All these people are doing physical labor, and so they love anything that's going to get them through their shift, whether that's a candy bar to get them through a lull, or whether that's a rehydration with a Gatorade or an energy drink to get them through that long shift. Average revenue per machine in these big locations can be upwards of $5,000 a month. Some real numbers from my manufacturing plant locations are our top sellers are energy drinks, a lot of orange juice and pastries for the night shift getting off at 7 a.m., but also all the frozen meals we put in our freezers, like breakfast bowls, pizzas, or even think of your traditional meals that you can microwave for those people who literally can't leave the plant for a break when they forget their lunch. Shift workers love these machines because it's all about convenience. They're literally grinding their bodies all shift long, and whatever they can get for an impulse convenience factor is what they're all about. The best products to stock for blue collar workers are not your modern Celsius and Alanis. They're actually your 16-ounce rock stars and monsters, but even yet, you can even do glass Cokes, which people love the taste of that refreshing Coke with real sugar cane in it. How to approach these warehouse managers is all about amenities. Just like we talked about with apartments or medical facilities, amenities is the name to the game because these warehouse managers want to keep their employees at work, not going off site for their breaks. The most attractive mergers and acquisitions that happen tend to be boring businesses with very lucrative cash flow. There is no better boring business with predictable cash flow than a vending route. One important factor to an M&A and an exit for you is all about documenting all of your revenue, profits, and losses. A typical valuation of a vending route is 24 to 30x monthly profit. What buyers look for when buying a vending route is going to be all about the total addressable market they can scale it to, but also the EBITDA of your route and how efficient you've been running it. Here's how I would structure a location sell. I would not get caught up in what the sale price of my route is. I would focus all about the terms. In fact, I would even offer up seller financing terms where they have to pay me out over a longer period with better terms on that payout than an upfront lump sum. The really important thing to play up when you're selling your route is really focusing on the enterprise value and the total addressable market. Let's say you have 2 urgent cares in your city that you work with. Well, I guarantee you there's probably 5 to 10 other ones that they could scale this route to. So really focusing on the bigger picture of where they can take their current route to 10x their investment in your route. Most people that get into vending had no idea that they're building an asset that can be sold later. They're just focused on the near-term monthly cash flow. But when you target these premium locations, you're building something literally with immediate income and long-term value. Like I've mentioned, we have real students who've been able to build vending routes with massive exits thanks to the help they receive. Inside my Vendingpreneurs community, we help people identify and close the exact locations every single day. We even have a team that will reach out to these types of locations on your behalf. If you'd like to learn more about getting involved, you can click the link in the description for more detail. Thanks for watching. Mr. Passive signing off.